Hi, my name is Diane Williams, and I'm the owner of Ambassador Enterprises, where I have several DBAs doing business as listed under my parent name, Ambassador Enterprises. I'm excited about sharing my career experiences with you as an entrepreneur, as a minority-owned woman, also as a single parent, to say the least. My background is that I've been a student of the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, and my first year as a student there, downtown Los Angeles at 900 South Grand Avenue. It's a very beautiful Greek building. It's one of the top private schools that you could go to in Southern California, which is in comparison to Parsons as well as FIT. My first year of attending the school there, I opened up my first retail store, which was called A Taste of LA. The name was given to me by my brother because of a very popular festival that takes place here in Los Angeles, California, called Taste of LA, where a lot of vendors as restaurants as well as specialty and unique multicultural restaurants come out and they share samples and they introduce their businesses. So that's where the name came from my first store venture. The first store, it was handbags for women as well as for some men, and also men's furnishings, meaning wallets, ties, cufflinks, and things of that sort. I've always had a strong attraction toward fashion, and especially for men's fashion, and the whole industry of change and creativity and being able to express yourself by fashion, color, trends, your own personal creativity and identity, not being able to identify with someone else and actually being a trendsetter. All right, so what I want to talk to you about today is starting your own business. A lot of people think that in order to start your own business, you have to have a lot of money or you have to have investors. Both of those can be true. However, I've never started that way. I've never had those two luxuries. By the grace of God, I was able to open up that store, Taste of LA, with 12 handbags that I had bought wholesale downtown Los Angeles in the wholesale garment district, better known as the alley. I had 12 handbags in the back of my car. And being a spiritual woman that I am, the Spirit of God spoke to me one day as I was leaving school and said, it's time for you to open up your own store. I'm thinking to myself, is that me saying that? Because it's like a long, far off goal, like my 5-year goal, if you will. But it kept on speaking to me. And I'm like, okay, open my own store. Opportunity came up. A friend took me down to Portugal Village, San Pedro, located in the harbor area where the cruise ships take off. San Pedro. So what happened was we went to dinner there at the brunch that was very popular at the, I forgot the name of it, but there in San Pedro, Portugal Village. So we had brunch at Portugal Village and we started walking around and seeing all these small little like cottage stores that were very unique. None of them were the same, and they all offered a variety of merchandise. So as it stands, there was one particular store that was about 500 square feet, and it looked like a dollhouse. All of them looked like dollhouse. It looked like maybe that Cinderella and the Seven Dwarfs lived there. It was just that cute, and if you've been to Portugal Village, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One particular store that caught my attention was the little storefront that was empty, and it was next to a cow store that was very popular. And the cow store sold everything pertaining to the color scheme of the animal, black and white. And of course, they had a lot of cow-themed merchandise. So I went to go talk to management the following day, which was on a Monday. The brunch was on a Sunday. And I spoke to management. I told them that I was a student. I told them my background, my experience, and they felt the passion that I felt. And they said, well, let's go on a tour. We'll show you that actual lot and see if you're interested. So I'm saying to myself, I know it's going to cost about $1,000 at least. And I'm like, oh Lord, see what you got me into. But we went to tour the location, and as a result, we came back to the office, to the real estate office, and we began to talk about my interest in taking possession of that particular storefront. And the lady at the time, Sandy, she asked me, she said, "Are you interested in taking?" And I said, "Sure I am." And I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to fill up 500 square feet, which is only a small square footage, but where am I going to get the merchandise from? Credit's not good. I'm in debt at least $10,000 a year at the Fashion Institute. So where am I going to get this money from? I only have 12 purses in my car that I need to sell in order to make some money for me and my son to eat. I'm just keeping it real. The Spirit spoke to me and said, offer $1 a square foot. Mind you, I was not even experienced as far as negotiating and square footage, but I knew how to barter. So as a result, she asked me would I be interested in renting it for $2.50 a square foot. And we started doing the math, and I'm like, no, that's a little steep for me. I'm a single parent, I'm a student, and my son is a student. So we began going back and forth with the figures, and I just kind of got tired because this voice is in my head, which was the Holy Spirit saying, tell her you'll offer her $1 a square foot with 1 year's lease. So I said, Sandy, I said, I'd like to offer you $1 a square foot with a 1 year lease. If we could meet there, I would be interested in taking possession of the storefront in 30 days. So I got the storefront, I got the keys within a week, and I moved in with 12 handbags. How did I fund the store? Actually, I took some money that I was making as a handbag purse lady and also ties. I was selling men's ties at the time for the Baptist Men's Convention, and at the time the money was good. It was kind of seasonal or per program, if you will. And handbags, I was going every Saturday and on the weekends to the beauty salons in Inglewood, especially on Market Street, and I was marketing myself that way. So I went downtown to all of my friends who were suppliers, and I told them that I have a great storefront. I'm moving in 30 days, and I need merchandise. Can you give me credit on consignment? I began getting credit. I began getting display cabinets, everything, signage, cash register, everything I needed began to happen as I humbled myself and just asked people to help me. And if I could, put your merchandise in my store and I'll give you, a net 30. In other words, I'll pay you in 30 days, or net 60. I'm going to pay you, of course, in 60 days. So starting a business can be a bit challenging, if you will. But most entrepreneurs, they have this passion, they have this drive and determination. With drive and determination and the passion that you have for whatever it is that you're promoting, that will open any door for you. You just got to continue to believe in yourself. So I'm excited about offering the startup program forum to my church, which is Sword of the Spirit, which is going to be on June 28th, 2012, this year between 10 and 12 p.m. What I'm going to offer to the attendees, they don't just have to be from Sword of the Spirit, they could be from anywhere surrounding communities, if you will. It's business startup, naming your business, registering your business, what's required in order to have a product, whereas you're selling the product, seller's permit, N numbers, registering yourself with the IRS, becoming members of the Chambers of Commerce, the Black Business Association, urban leagues, all of these organizations that are looking to do business as well as create and increase their business community. So these are the things that I want to bring to the community that I'm a part of and that I give back to because I'm receiving as well. So what I want to put emphasis on is e-commerce. E-commerce is doing business online, doing business on the internet. That could be doing a storefront. That could be offering a service by video, such as I'm doing with you now. Or it could mean that you're offering infomercials. You could have online channels, you could have online TV, online radio. The list goes on as far as e-commerce is concerned, but it's electronically conducting business on the World Wide Web. There are several platforms that one has to choose from, and the platforms that I want to introduce or that I more or less promote are the free ones or low cost. Number one would be Wix.com. Wix offers a great platform with many creative inserts, pictures, free photos, templates. Everything about the Wix program is user friendly for the end user and those that are not really computer savvy or literate, if you will. If you know basic, getting around on email, Googling, Facebooking, texting, you could do okay with Wix. And the second one would be Vistaprint. The thing I like about Vistaprint, which was my first store adventure, on Vistaprint allows a great branding tool in that they offer everything for your marketing needs in order to build your brand identity for any business that you want to start, be it product or service or nonprofit. The list goes on. There's so many avenues, and I just want to explore with you and offer to you the avenues that you could do within 24 hours and have your store up and make money while you sleep. I've made over $3,000 in less than 15 days selling a pillow. And selling a pillow, yes. I kept noticing the contour memory foam pillow at my supplier's showroom. And I began to inquire, okay, how much are the pillows? What is the minimum? And let me do a product analysis through eBay or Amazon and see how it's doing on the market. I just wanted to test the market to make sure this would be a good product based upon, my interest. So, memory foam pillow. Memory foam contours to the shape of your neck, your shoulders if you're a side sleeper, or if you're a back sleeper. I'm both. And the contour pillow has really been very instrumental in helping me to get a full night's sleep uninterrupted, no neck cramps, Charlie horses, tension gone. I wake up refreshed, renewed, ready to start my day. I featured this particular pillow on Amazon. The response was overwhelming. It was so overwhelming that I, as an entrepreneur, was not prepared for the response. I sold 147 pillows. Like I said, in less than 15 days. Actually, that number was higher than that. It was about 225 pillows because, as a result, I got suspended on Amazon. The reason why I got suspended, is because I could not keep up with the shipping. I was getting orders, at least 4 pillow orders in 1 hour. 1 hour. So, I'm going back and forth to my shippers, and I drive a Mustang, so I had limited space, but it was a good feeling. But it was so good that I allowed the notifications through my email, through my smartphone, to interrupt my sleep. And I would get up, I would put in that shipping address, and I would do everything that was required in order to let that customer know, I hear you, I see you, and your product is on the way. However, I did not employ help at the time. Lesson learned, not to be repeated again. So what I'm saying to you is that whatever product, not necessarily service, that you're going to offer on either a independent website, storefront, or on Amazon or eBay, especially Amazon. Amazon is for the savvy business owner, one who has been in business, has experience, has the inventory, because small businesses can suffer being that you have to ship the product prior to getting paid. So that can cause some financial difficulties if you don't have the inventory in stock. Alright, so I hope with my experience that I've given you as far as Amazon is concerned and starting your own business has inspired you to get out there, make it happen, make sure that you have your supplies, your stock in-house, live inventory, and that you're able to ship within 3 to 5 business days, or whatever window that you tell your customers or you've displayed in your marketing that you will ship that product. With that in mind, I'll see you at the top.